What's your experience has been with the actual tracking? Like, what do you see from an animal or a creature or an insect or whatever's scuttling across the ground?
Yeah, I mean, the depth of the indentation, the pub marker that it makes, definitely will tell you information. If it's injured, it might be dragging a foot, which if it's a prey animal, that's very useful for the predators. You've got a buffalo, and they're watching a buffalo's drag mark of a foot. That those predators are going to go, hang on a minute, this is a potentially an easy meal for us. This buffalo is not going to be able to run away. So as much as the humans are using these tracking information, then so too are the animals as well. Some animals will through their footmarks will leave a pheromone down. So rhinos, they have it's called a midden. A lot of the animals are called middens. They're like they're toilets. And the toilet, because the rhinos don't have the use of internet, they can't leave email messages. So they leave defecation messages. So a rhino that has a territory will have a midden. Another rhino may walk into his territory and say, look, I mean you no harm, and he might defecate on the outside or urinate on the outside.
Right.
And the rhino who owns that territory goes, that's cool, he's just passing through. Another rhino might come in and say, I'm making a play for your territory, might defecate in the middle and then scrape his feet through to say, I'm here to take over your space. A female might come in, defecate or urinate, and she might have chemical markers that it's to tell that she's in season and ready for mating. So there's so much information, subtle information that's going on through defecation and urination. The rhino that holds that territory, he will also defecate in his own midden, walk in the midden, and then he'll walk around the outside of his territory to leave the defecation marks that are in the ridges in its foot on its territory. So the other animals that are coming in, they don't need to find the midden. They can, this rhino has been here. The male rhino who owns this territory has been here. I need to be wary of that. These big animals don't want to be fighting. They're too big to be fighting. If they're fighting all the time, they're potentially doing themselves some damage. So they need to communicate with each other subtly to say, look, this is what's going on. You're in my territory. I'm here. Stay out, or let me know in some fashion or manner that you are here, just passing through. If you just want some water, you just want to browse or graze a little. So yeah, the subtlety of the communication. Tracks, definitely, lots of information from them.
That's just
so impala have a gland on their ankles, so that when they run off, that gland will actually secrete a smell that the other impalas will be able to pick up on, so they know where to congregate or follow that to find the rest of the impala.
Yeah, right. So fascinating.
Elephants know how to self-medicate. If they're not very well, they'll know what trees to go and eat, or what leaves to go and eat, what grasses to eat. They'll some of them will eat, if they've got a mineral deficiency, some of them will eat earth. They eat dirt. The giraffe, if they're lacking calcium, will chew on bones. So they know what's what.
Yeah.
You see the hyenas when they defecate, it's very white. Very chalky, and that's because they eat everything, bone included. The tortoises will then go and eat the hyena defecation, because that's where they're going to get their calcium input from the crushed up bones that have been passed through the hyena. Now are edible for the tortoises. So it's a system that nothing goes to waste. Everything is all recycled back into the system, because someone somewhere along the line is going to utilize it.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible? I love that.